Thank you for raising this issue on behalf of the London Youth Board. Last week was Neurodiversity Celebration Week, an opportunity to recognise and celebrate neurological diversity, challenge stereotypes and help build a more inclusive culture. In accordance with the National Police Curriculum, all police officer recruits receive training on mental health awareness and neurodiversity. Officers are taught to utilise the Vulnerability Assessment Framework to provide a tailored response to individuals they interact with, including young people and those who do not present in a neurotypical way. New police officers must also complete a mandatory online learning package as part of their foundation training that provides an introduction to general awareness of mental health conditions, neurodiversity and learning disabilities. In addition, police officers undertake annual public and personal safety training, which is mandatory for all officers up to and including the rank of superintendent. This combines theory with practical experiences to highlight best practice, de-escalation and fair outcomes when interacting with people who are neurodivergent. Police officers, in particular specialist roles, for example, safer school officers, will receive additional training on building trust and confidence with young people, especially those who are identified as vulnerable. In November 2022, the Met Police Service worked with the autism awareness raising charity Anna Kennedy Online to release autism stop and search guidance for officers to use when an individual presents as autistic, including those who carry an autism alert card. This guidance was supported by the National Police Autism Association, and the Met Police Service uses the National Autistic Society publication, Autism, a guide for police officers and staff, to provide guidance to its officers. The MPS also uses embedded staff with lived experience of autism, oppositional defiant disorder, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, Tourette's, dyslexia, dyspraxia and other neurodiverse conditions to provide real-time support to staff and individuals interacting with the police service. But more can be done, and through the College of Policing, the MPS has set up the Neurodiversity Tasking Action Group.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor, for that very full answer. And just to let you know, the London Youth Board are watching on the live stream. So one of the young people I spoke with, who is on the neurodiverse spectrum, said he finds eye contact difficult. He was very keen to be reassured that the police are aware of what he called the eccentricities of neurodiversity, so that an interaction with police doesn't just go wrong by accident. He asked if the Met's advice to Londoners on what to expect from stop and search could be updated specifically to support neurodiverse people. And I just wonder if you could have a look into that and perhaps write back to me. I don't expect you to have an answer.
Chair, I'm more than happy to. You raise a really important point, which is eye contact, obviously, and lack of eye contact can be interpreted in somebody having something to hide. And your examples are a really good one. So can I take that away and write back to you?
Thank you. The young people on the youth board also want more support for children who are strip searched. And they suggested two ideas that I said I'd run past you. They want 2, not 1, appropriate adults to safeguard children who are being subjected to strip and intimate searches. And they want proper aftercare following this invasive and traumatising experience in the form of support for them and for their families to be able to support them. Again, would you take those ideas away and write back to me?
Chair, I'm more than happy to take those ideas away and either the Deputy Mayor or myself write back to the member. Thank
you. Now, speaking to the Youth Board, it struck me that they are also victims of the Met's culture. The Casey review looked at 650 cases of children being strip searched across 2 years. More than half of the boys were black. In almost a quarter of cases, an appropriate adult wasn't even present. And more than half of these 650 strip searches, no further action was taken. Now, Baroness Casey said that the overuse of intrusive searches on black children points to, and I quote, a collective and continued failure by the Met to understand, accept and address the existence of racism at all levels in the organisation. So given this Casey finding, will you push the Commissioner to end the practice of strip searching children as part of the Met's reset?
So the review into the strip search of children was asked for by the Deputy Mayor and myself because of our concerns, asking, that includes me asking the police watchdog to change the investigation from a conduct to gross misconduct. The problems having a zero approach towards any child being strip searched is, you know, a bad actor could simply give a knife or drugs or whatever to a young person because they would know there's no chance for that young person being strip searched. We've got to be very careful about the unintended consequences of doing so. I'm afraid, and it doesn't give me any pleasure in saying this, there have been examples of police doing strip search of children and finding really dangerous weapons, you know, Class A drugs and other things as well. So we've got to be cognizant of that in relation to, yes, addressing the serious issues you raise, but understanding why the police have to do this, but it should be exceptional.
I'm glad to hear you say it should be exceptional. Even this year, 2 children a week are still being strip searched, so it is still happening. And the Youth Board are spending their time thinking about ways to protect themselves and their families from the impact of a police power that even the Met Commissioner has described as having been misused and overused. So I asked if you'd push the Commissioner to end this intrusive practice. I am going to keep an eye on it, but I'm out of time. Thank you.
Thank you.